Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. I'm just sitting up here working on some VestaPak's so I can get these sent out to customers. Woo! Happy Tuesday. Hello, hello. And just practicing being on live. Being on live in a way that doesn't require me to do a whole lot of work. I'm not I'll be honest with you, I'm not good about social media, but trying to do more of it. And then just trying to go live, see what it's like to go live. Oh, I need some music. I know there's a way to turn on music in your lives, but I don't think I'm connected to any service. I don't have any of my services connected to TikTok, so I'm not sure if it would work. I'm not sure if it would work. If anybody knows how to connect TikTok lives to music, let me know. Because I'll be more than happy to do that. Oh, I'm using this Brother. I haven't used it in months. And I love this machine. I forget how much I love this machine. I was using my other machines because I was doing a lot of I had to take them different places, so they're more portable than this big old machine. So I was using those other ones, but I have since all those machines are down. I always get to some point with my machines when they stop working, like something's happening. Normally I can fix things, but then there comes a point when I can't. So, and then my lady, there used to be this lady, she worked at one of the Joanne Fabrics in Mesa, and you could go in with a broken machine, honey, and she would try everything she could. She would help you fix it. So, she don't work there no more. So I don't know. The one place I took to get my machine serviced, oh, the woman was so mean to me. And I hadn't even said anything, but you could tell she was just racist. She was being racist, and so I can't go back there. And then some of the other places that I've gone to, people were kind of mean. I'm like, I thought the sewing community was by and large friendly and nice, but some of these sewing stores, man, people are horrible. I also wonder too sometimes, because I'm not, I don't try to facilitate social activities. I mean, I don't try. I just like, I guess I'm really more introverted. I don't know if I believe I'm really introverted, but sometimes I just don't feel like, I feel like I just want to be present somewhere. I just want to do my thing, and I don't want to have to like work to connect to people or work to be accepted, or you know what I mean? Like I just kind of want to be. And so a lot of times I'll be in these settings where, you know, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I go in settings sometimes where white people are just scared of black people. You know what I mean? Or maybe they're scared of saying the wrong thing or doing the wrong thing. I don't know what it is. But I don't feel like facilitating all that. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I don't want to do the work of trying to make you feel comfortable with me. So I'd rather just not even go. So anyways, y'all, guess what? We're having a flash sale for VestaPak. Starting, I decided I was going to wait till Monday. But I decided I'm going to start, I'm hoping to start on Thursday. Only because, I mean, I'll have the vest done. They'll be ready to go. My concern was I wasn't going to have it done until next Monday. But it looks like I'm going to be done sooner. And therefore, I will start my flash sale probably Thursday or Friday. And we'll see how it goes. I must say, last year, my holiday sales weren't that good. I thought, oh, this is a great holiday gift. I think what I probably should have... What? Oh, God. What's the saying says, live restricted for some audience. Your live contains themes that some may find uncomfortable. Your live is not eligible for recommendation and restricted in search results for the next 10 minutes because you may be promoting a brand. Okay, it says the restriction will be removed once you turn on content disclosure setting. Okay, let me turn on content disclosure. Own brand. Okay. Is that all you needed? Okay, all right. All right, TikTok, you're weird. Every time I get on, something else, something new, different. I get frustrated. Oh, hang on. Okay. I do not understand this, TikTok and these messages they be sending you about stuff. I don't get it. Anyways. Oh, so I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted, I am going to be having a flash sale. Oh, I guess that's why they said it, because I'm announcing my flash sale. So they're like, you need to disclose that you're a brand. Okay. Okay, now I get it. I understand what I did wrong. Fine. But anyways, okay. Having a flash sale. The vest will be $125. That's the lowest I've ever sold them. And I'm only going to do $250 at that level. Because if I don't, y'all, I am never going to make any money. And I'm never going to be able to continue the business. Unfortunately, the cost of the vest really are tied into trying to keep the business open. Trying to be able to... Man, gear business is no joke. And a lot of it has to do with seasonal. It's temperamental. Some people don't really want... People want gear. But I am thinking about... Oh, so I'm part of the Sustainability Entrepreneur Program. And in this Sustainability Entrepreneur Program, they were teaching us about all the different ways you can be sustainable, right? But one of the things they challenge us to do is to think about sustainability from the perspective of service flip. Meaning this, you have a product, right? Let's say you sell a product. It doesn't really matter what your product is. It could be anything. How can you service flip that? Like, you know what I mean? So some examples is a service flip model. They showed us a whole bunch of different models. So one of the service flip models was this woman, she collected baby clothes. And so now, you guys probably heard of this company. I don't even remember the name of it. But anyway, so she collects all these baby clothes. I got a little menthol on my upper lip. Because it always makes me feel better in the morning. I'm an old lady, so you know I'll be doing old lady stuff. Oh, okay. So anyway, so this is what happened. This service flip company is that, so she collects all these baby clothes, right? And then what happens is, it's a subscription model. So like, let's say you have a baby, right? You subscribe to the subscription. And what she'll do is she'll send you newborn clothes, right? And then when you're done using newborn clothes, you turn those in and you get the next size. So 3 to 6 months, 6 to 12 months, whatever the case may be. I think this is so interesting. So so I thought it was interesting, like you could be selling a product, but you could do a service flip. So this is what I thought about doing as a service flip model, right? It came to me as we were kind of brainstorming, thinking about ways in which we could service flip our companies. What if I service flipped the vest? Oh, it makes me a little nervous, but it also excites me. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that I just kind of like don't want to contribute to continued pollution of this planet. I don't want my vest, landing in the ocean where the little fishies choke on the materials. You know what I mean? Like I'm really like, what could I do as a service flip model? I'm a company that sells hydration vests, right? So there was a couple things. Guys came up with some really good ideas. Number one was that I could go to every national park service and have what we would call maybe a mobile temporary site. There was another guy in our class. He has shipping containers. He was like, you could put your shipping container on a trailer, and then and you could set up these temporary sites, maybe during the summer, where you would rent the hydration vest. So when park users come to go take their hikes, a lot of times people don't buy these vests because they feel like, well, I'm only going to hike like maybe once or twice a year. You know what I mean? Or maybe once. And so maybe if I was at every national park, right, which sounds like a lot of work. Oh, God. And I had this kind of mobile unit where I rented the vest while you go for your day long or partial day adventure, right? And but also we talked about having an app and that people could schedule, so I would know what sizes and whatever is needed. But then also a couple of things would happen for me, for you, well, also, and then we said, we'll do a service flip model in terms of subscription. So let's say you say, this summer, you could do it for any other reason. They came up with so many really great, brilliant ideas. I was like, this is good. Well, it seems like a lot of work. Anyways, so a couple of things, like maybe for the summer, you rent the vest, the hydration vest. Maybe we have like a seasonal period where you could rent the vest, right? You rent the vest, you use it throughout the season, and then you return it. And maybe my thing is that really a subscription model? Because I feel like when I think about subscription models, I think about I ship you something, you use it, but then you ship it back and I send you something else. And so then I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not trying to get into a whole bunch of like products. Woo! I got one. I'm all right with that. Maybe I'll do something different, but I like the idea of the subscription model. Maybe people pay a high price for let's say I rented it out to you, like it costs $175 to buy VestaPak. Let's say I say to you, okay, you can rent out the use of VestaPak for 3 months for $175. If you return it, we'll give you $50 credit. Like, so that way I know, like, I'll get my stuff back. Number one. And number two, the price won't feel as much because they know they're going to get some of their money back, which is, for me, like, that's the incentive, okay? I don't really need these anymore because I'm not even using them. Anyways, that could be the incentive. Like, you get some of your money back if you return it. That way, like, if you, like, let's say you decided you want to subscribe, you want to use the vest for the summer, and then you decide you want to keep it. Well, then you paid for it, right? And so, yeah, I really have been loving this sustainability entrepreneur program because it's really helping me think about, like, what are all the different ways in which we can integrate sustainability into our businesses. And it doesn't have to necessarily be like recycled materials and blah, 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 and carbon imprint, but it could be around this idea of service flip, that by introducing concepts around service flip, your company becomes circular. It's like a circular economy. So you're circulating things as opposed to linear, like beginning and end, right? And so, I don't know. I was thinking about, I'll be honest with you, it seems like a lot of work. So, I don't know. Hang on. Let me see if this thing says right here. It says restriction. Okay. It says lie. Okay. All right. Anyways, it's all good. Whatever. TikTok. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Anyways, so I really like this idea of service flip. And making, for me, then the vest becomes more accessible. It becomes more, I think so many times with gear, it's just a different mindset, right? Like I'm very selective about the gear that I purchase because it's a lot of money. And so I say to myself, I'm only going to buy it unless I know I'm going to use it. I'm going to be committed. And I want to get my money's worth. But also by potentially me introducing the service flip model will give people a chance to try the vest out. Okay. Or they can return it because they're like, oh my gosh, it doesn't fit. You know what I mean? Or I need it bigger, or I need this and that. And, I love it. I do. I love the idea of a subscription, kind of. Really, it's not really a subscription. It's just like a rental. Like, want to rent VestaPak for a season? Seasonal renting, maybe in the winter, you want to do it for the winter. I get the feeling that it would only happen in the summer because that's when people, or spring. Or maybe we'll just it's like a 3-month rental. Whenever you want to rent it, you can rent it for 3 months. It's $175. You'll get $50 back if you return it. That's it. And maybe what I will also do is create it in such a way that people pay the return shipping, and they can do it ground, right? They can do it ground, maybe ground with some tracking. So yeah, it'll take a minute before it gets back to me, but at least we know we both can track it. And number two, as soon as I get it, I'll just refund you your money. It also is a kind of business model where I have to always hold on to people's money. Which is not, I don't know. I don't know how that would work. And so, yeah, let's see. So I really loved the idea of a service loop model. So I'm thinking about it. Maybe it's something I'll try. I mean, all I can do is try. Like, if it don't work, then just don't work. Who cares? But it's starting to really kind of work in me. The one about going to all of the national parks, oh my God, is amazing. Is really amazing. Because I do, like, you see the majority of people, they come to the trails. I see it every day, and they don't have nothing. They have like maybe a little plastic water bottle, and probably because they don't really know what they're getting themselves into. They just come and go hiking and enjoy the outdoors, and they don't realize, oh, you probably could benefit from having some gear to help you on your journey. But then we could be there. But I just feel like that model, that's a service model, I think is great. I just think it's I think what it ends up doing is it becomes, I feel like what will happen is it'll become a store at the entrance of the national park, right? Because people will say, oh, okay, I'll rent the water bladder, but then I'm gonna want this and I'm gonna want that, and I don't want to get in the business of having a whole bunch of stuff. That's my thing. Like I'm not interested in being a store where there's a whole lot of stuff. I'm not a whole lot of stuff kind of girl. I'm a minimalist. I really don't like, I just don't like a lot of stuff. And so, oh, my restriction is off now. I guess my YouTube is now, my TikTok is getting recommended. Anyways, so this has been interesting for me to think about. Do I want to do a service flip model? I can tell you right there now at this moment, I wouldn't mind doing the rental. Like saying to people, look, I get it. You know, buying a hydration vest is a heck of an investment. And also too, it's kind of like the baby clothes model, right? Like, I remember one time this guy was saying to me, he goes, I would get one of your vests, but I'm going on a diet next week, so I'm not going to be big anymore. It's like, oh, okay. I don't know, but okay, if that works for you. Anyways, so, hang on. So yeah, I think this sustainability entrepreneurial program has kind of sparked some ideals about things I could do. I'm excited about that. I'm not gonna lie, it feels, for me to do kind of like a rental, I say to myself, it feels a little time intensive. But the reality of the situation ain't no more time intensive than anybody buying it. The same amount of work that I put into shipping you the vest is the same amount of work that I would put in shipping you the vest because you wanted to use it. And maybe we could do different time thingies, right? Maybe we could do 1 month, 2 month, 3 month. Rentals, right? I know a lot of people are like worried about the water bladder and the mouthpiece, and those are things that honestly I could buy in bulk and then always ensure that it's new, and then always just check the water bladders. I mean, I would never send anything out dirty or nasty. I don't roll like that. Anyways, so yeah, I don't know. But this class, this Sustainability Entrepreneurial Program, has challenged me to think about like what are all the different ways I can integrate sustainability in my company in a way that's really useful to consumers. And also maybe play on trends. I think there is this trend towards buying less. And this, using this kind of motto could be good. Also, I like the idea of maybe partnering like with bariatric clinics, right? Where like when people first, like they get their surgery, when they first get their surgery, maybe they rent the vest, right? And that way they can make sure they stay hydrated and they can exercise, right? And then like as they lose weight, they would just return it, right? Because, they've lost the weight, or even for those people that are on Ozempic, it doesn't really matter where people are in their fitness journey. And I get that people, my thing is this, I'll be honest with you. I mean, people spend $100 on a pair of leggings. Why not a vest? So while I want to be sympathetic, I'm kind of like, not really. And I just think like the world is coming up upon, I don't think it's going to be super tough. Society's not going to become all of a sudden super tough because of Trump, but I think things are going to be different, and we're going to have to think about things differently, and we're going to have to think about money differently, and we're going to have to think about what we do with our time and our energy. And I think for me, what I love about VestaPak is that it really does make hydration easy. You can wear it all day long, and that's what I really want to get moved towards, kind of letting people know, like, look, you can wear this thing all day. So I don't know. We shall see. So I'm at the end of this batch of wind that I'm going to be sending out. Oh yeah, and since I've already been restricted and they already told me I was in trouble, so I might as well stay in trouble. we're having a flash sale on VestaPak. It's gonna be $125. Basically, it's gonna be $125 till I get the 250. So after that, it's going back up. Actually, after that, it depends. It depends. If I get more water bladders, I will if I get more water bladders, I could do more. But it just depends on if that shipment arrives or not. It's not expected to, so therefore I can't really. And maybe I'll do another flash sale in January when everybody's thinking about their New Year's resolutions and stuff like that. So yeah. All right, so next time I go on live, I want some music. I want us to jam. And then also next time I go on live, I think what I'm also going to start doing is teaching people how to make a VestaPak. Because if you've ever if you're a sewist or you're somebody who wants to start making a hydration vest, because when I first started, there was this one guy, I only found one pattern for a hydration vest. I think there's a few more now, but back in 2013, 14, there was only 15, maybe 16. I don't know, maybe it was later than that, maybe 2018, 19. There was only one person that had a pattern for making like a hydration pack or vest, and his was the only one, and I bought it and I used it, but it wasn't big enough for me. And so I thought to myself, why don't I create a pattern for people to make it themselves, right? And then you can make it your own way. You can use your own material. You can do your own thing. And I just think people can really nuance it, right? And I think it just would be a fun little, I would love if I can get a group of people to make it, right? And we have a little contest. See who can make the best and the prettiest. Because mine is just plain old black. Ain't nothing special about these things. I would love to see what creativity other people. There is y'all see the creativity I sometimes have on my vest. But I would love to see other people's creativity. And also I could probably figure out how to do my pattern in such a way that people that were extra small to large could make them as well. I don't know, something to think about. Something for me to think about. The hardest part is going to be finding fabric. That was the hardest thing for me, finding kind of fabric. But I guess in many respects, if you're kind of just making something, your prototype, doesn't have to be the perfect fabric. It could be close enough. And I know Ripstock on the row has enough different kinds and then also, like for instance, at Ripstock now you can, and they've been doing this for a little bit, you could make a design and then put the design on the fabric. Oh, that would be fun. You put something real pretty, something super creative, something different. Yeah. So anyways, something to think about. And then I could create a pattern that's kind of not as nuanced as the one I have right now. The pattern I have right now, it's like super, like my back. If you look at the back of this vest, there's like all kind of pieces, and that's because that's what I wanted to do. But I could simplify it, and I could simplify it in such a way that, and I can maybe do something, maybe I can join, I don't know, maybe that's the ticket, is to teach people how to make the vest themselves. That way they can do however they want, and then I don't know, I like that. They can bring their own style, their own. Maybe that's the way to get people into having VestaPak, is for them to start making it. All right, we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, so don't forget, I'm having a flash sale. It's going to start probably at the end of this week, hopefully. And it'll go for, and it's the first 250. That's all it is. Unfortunately. A lot of it has to do with the fact that I don't have any more water bladders. That's all I have. I think I do have some other water bladders, but they're not my water bladders. They're not the ones that have my logo on them. But I guess I could figure out maybe how to do a vinyl sticker on the water bladder. Maybe I could put like a vinyl sticker on the water bladder with my logo on it. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just not 100%. This water bladder, what happens, I bought different kinds of water bladders, and then what happened was I bought a whole bunch of water bladders when they were on sale. And so I have like a whole bunch because I was like, I don't know. I wasn't sure what was going to happen. So I kind of panicked and started buying different water bladders and collecting them to have them. Oh, this is not sewn. This has not been sewn. Why didn't I sew this? I just didn't. Okay. All right. So yeah. All right, family. I wanted to make sure that I came in on here, said hello, did a little something, something. I see all my numbers are still 0. Doesn't mean that people haven't jumped in, but they're not staying on. So, this is learning. I don't mind that there's nobody on here, but I would love it if some people were on here. Anyways, yeah. All right, family. Have a beautiful day. And hold on, let me sew this up and then I'll. Maybe I'll go on IG and see what's happening over there. Okay, family. Have a good day. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. Oh, God, let me get this thing. Hang on. Peace and love. Hope y'all having fun on here. Good morning, family. Just sitting here working on some VestaPak's. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Figure out if there's a better way to put this. See something here. Hey, family. Need some music.